This had better be it. This had better be it, because if it's not, I'm gonna lose it. Hey, Vessel, welcome! And also Woody, yes. I mean, Woody, you've been here first, but, like, Vessel just entered, so... Well... This has been a rumored direct for a hot second, or at least the past couple of weeks, by some very prominent and trustworthy leakers. Excuse me. That we didn't know what kind of direct it was. And so, if it was going to be a first-party direct, I was just expecting some cool news on, like, Prime 4 release date. Maybe, if we're lucky, news on DLC for Mario Kart World. And maybe some news on, like, a big Christmas game, or, like, holiday of this year sort of game. First party. But when it was announced to be a partner showcase, that made it even more interesting. Because there have been a lot of updates, like SteamDB updates for Silksong recently. There's going to be Silksong at an August Gamescom in Germany. It's a demo. So, like, they've confirmed that it will be a demo there. And then, of course, we have the ACMI exhibit in South Australia that's going to have a form of Silksong playable. So... it would make a lot of sense, considering it's going to be playable, at least in demo form, in the next 2 months. Like, next month and the month after. And Leth has confirmed it will be released prior to holiday, which would, like, typically means Christmas. So prior to Christmas, we are going to have the game. So I'm going to make a lofty prediction. I never make predictions because I'm always disappointed. I think we will see Silksong to some extent in this direct. Whether it's actually a release date trailer or not, I don't want to get my hopes up too high, but I think our chances are much higher than they have been in the past. So, not confirmation or anything. I have high hopes. I do believe we will see Silksong to some extent. I don't know as I believe 100% that it will be a release date trailer. If it is, I'm going to lose my gourd. I have a McMuffin. I have rain. I'm ready to go. This is a good couple hours earlier than I usually get up because I typically stay up very late, which is to say to the point where it's morning by several hours typically. I work second shift, so I usually get off at 11 my time. But then I'm usually up for several hours afterward, whether it be editing, recording, or just gaming in general. Writing, I do some writing, prep work for D&D. I'm usually up for several hours after I get off work, so this is a tad early for me. I'm just really hoping I don't wake up my brother, who's right through the wall from me. Wise words from Grin. Ah, yes. I do have a way with sounds. Not with words, sounds. Grunt and Terry is strong with this one. Oh, boy. We got... oh, boy. Yep, there it is. There it is. The last countdown. 25 seconds. 25 seconds before we see if we are actually insane. What am I talking about? We're obviously insane. We're 25... okay, now 15 seconds before we see how insane we are. Are we making mountains out of molehills, or do we actually have some grounds to stand on? We shall have to see. Oh, please, Nintendo. Please be the ones to do it. Please be the ones to do it, because I can't take much more. I imagine there will be some other stuff that will be cool, just in general. You're currently at tennis, but practice was delayed? Ah. Congrats on getting varsity, by the way. That's awesome. I'm going to turn up the direct a little bit on my end. Why is it over here now? Let me know if the volume needs to be changed for anything, by the way. Oh. This probably needs to be changed. Yep. My bad. There we go. Now you guys have some audio for the stream. My bad. Capcom. Let me know if I need to turn me or the stream up, by the way. I'm not waiting for Silksong anymore. I will just have a reaction of, oh, okay, when it gets announced. I get that indifference. I can't let myself get that indifferent. Is this Monster Hunter stuff? I've never played Monster Hunter, so I wouldn't know.
This is proving fatal. The encroachment threatens to drive our people out of house and home. But this divide has brought our two kingdoms to the brink.
Or is this Dino Wars?
And you are the sole Rathalos rider in Azuria.
My people have been driven into
Or is this Fire Emblem?
no return is looming before us.
I mean, that looks like a lot of Dino-related stuff.
But it won't be for long.
Like, the art style reminds me of Fire Emblem. But with all the... It is Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter Stories 3. Once again, I have, like, zero exposure to Monster Hunter.
Two sounds overlapping each other.
Okay. Is it two creatures in the same egg?
Hello, everyone. Welcome
Hi.
to today's Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase. In this presentation, we'll be focusing on games from our publishing and development partners. What
Like
you
Team
just
Cherry?
saw was Monster Hunter
'Cause that'd be
Stories
great.
3: Twisted Reflection, launching on Nintendo Switch 2 next year. We hope you're looking forward to another grand adventure in the Monster Hunter
Egg.
universe.
Exactly.
Today, we'll present games coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems. Before
Okay,
a game is
that's
shown,
definitely
you'll see
Hollow
the
Knight.
logo of the system the game will launch on here.
Okay. You don't need to baby us. We understand
Both
that.
logos are shown. The game will launch on both platforms.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, first up, let's take a look at some upcoming Nintendo Switch games.
Yeetus.
Let the good times
Oh, Tamagotchi. Or Katamari. Katamari Damacy.
A brand new game in the Katamari Damacy series is rolling.
This
onto
has
Nintendo
always
Switch.
been one of those games that I've been told is fun, but I look at it and I'm like, I am... What am I looking at?
It's a time-hopping trip through the ages to restore the universe.
Like,
for
this
the
just
king
looks
of all
like it would be
cosmos.
way too busy.
Use helpful items to roll your Katamari like royalty, and customize the prince and cousins looks to your liking.
It's just very
In addition,
strange.
roll out with friends in online multiplayer.
Egg. We just get a
Big
spam
Katamari
egg.
and earn the most points to be crowned
Egg.
the winner. Plus, the iconic music is back with an all-new soundtrack featuring new and returning music artists from the series' history. Get ready to rock.
Should
and
we?
roll,
I don't know
roll,
about
roll through the ages
Spam is
when
never fun
Once
to me,
Upon a Katamari
but I wouldn't
launches
mind
on
just the
Nintendo
occasional
Switch,
out of
October 24th.
nowhere just
Pre-orders
egg.
begin later today on Nintendo eShop. The dance floor is
okay, just
calling.
dance. That makes sense. From what I understand, it's supposed to be about 25 minutes. 25 minutes of stuffs. A Ubisoft original. That's not English. It would be an Ubisoft original, because it's you pronounce it as a long O sound, so it's Ubisoft, right? Or even if it's Ubisoft, a Ubisoft original, that still seems wrong. I won't spam. I already said my piece. I've said my piece and I've counted to 3. Actually, no. The way it would have been said for that quote would have been with a southern accent. That's from Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? I've said my piece and I counted to 3. It basically means I will say no more. Bang it, she counted to 3.
Next up are games heading to Nintendo Switch 2, including some games that will also be available on Nintendo Switch.
Okay.
Battle Beyond the Limit.
Okay, Dragon Ball fighting game.
Breakthrough!
Sparking Zero, right?
Charge up and unleash your fighting spirit in Dragon Ball
'Cause I think,
Sparking
nobody
Zero,
wanted to
the
play
latest
this
in the
at some
Arena
point.
Battler series.
I don't know as we would go to playing it on
Enter the fray with
Dual
over
Delirium,
180
like if we would
fighters.
actually
In
do a versus episode,
Battle Mode,
because
relive iconic Dragon Ball stories from the perspective
I
of
would get
eight
absolutely
characters,
lambasted,
including
as
Goku.
the recent Dual episode of
Or follow your own path
Super Smash
and
Bros. Was very
redefine history
obvious.
with alternate
I'm not a
versions of
fighting
those
games guy.
encounters. In custom battle mode, you choose the fighters, stages, and dialogue to create your own scenarios. Then share them online with
It's
players
always
around the
convenient.
world.
Dragon Ball fights usually take place in a
Now you
giant
can duke it out
canyon,
with motion controls using the
so it
Joy-Con
looks
2 or
spectacular
Joy-Con
without
controllers.
putting a
Immerse
billion
yourself in the
people in
characters
jeopardy
and unleash
from
powerful
all the
attacks.
chi blasts and stuff. The only reason I know like half of these characters' names is because of the DBZ Abridged series by Team 4 Star from years
Dragon Ball
ago.
Sparking Zero launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems November 14th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. Time to get back to
Okay,
your
PVZ.
roots.
The PVZ soundtrack is still banger after all these years. Dialogue, it's a really weird but interesting choice. It is weird that they would highlight that. It's strange that they would highlight, like, you can choose what the fighting game characters say to each other. And it's like, okay, who was asking for that? Like, I'm not gonna brag on it too hard, but like, why? I don't know why they're going gaga. It's still very much a Flash game. Very simple sprites. I won't lie, the art style for the 3D is actually a pretty good translation.
The club is yours.
Okay, we figured there'd be some sports games shown off because they've talked about bringing all the newer gen, like yearly release games like soccer and football and basketball, like the 2K, Madden, FIFA, stuff like that.
Well, I haven't seen that one before.
Yes, you have. It's football. It's all the same. That's not to say every game is exactly the same, but the game is... Okay, I'm going to be completely honest. Watching professional football,
Get
that is to say
reacquainted
soccer,
with these games.
is not very engaging to me. I would put it on the same level as golf.
Party, Pac-Man!
Yummy! Pac-Man World 2 is coming back, remade from scratch.
I didn't realize he had a 2.5D
War on
platformer.
ice. Use Pac-tastic moves to clear stages in style. And even take on
Is this
powerful
2.5D or is it
bosses.
considered 3D?
Plus, now you can adventure with a pal in local co-op.
I guess it is a 3D platformer in that way.
Pac-Man World 2 Repack launches on Nintendo Switch 2.
I think nobody
Nintendo
wanted to
Switch, September
give a go
26th.
to Shadow Labyrinth,
Pre-orders
the
begin
new
later
Pac-Man
today
Metroidvania
on
that
Nintendo
looks
eShop.
nothing like Pac-Man.
Lead your party of black mages, dragoons, and other allies to victory in the beloved strategy RPG Final Fantasy Tactics, reborn with newly added elements.
Never been one for strategy games or turn-based
The game is now
RPGs for that
fully
matter,
voiced
which
and adds brand new
already
dialogue
eliminates like
between
half
characters.
of the
Still, I know
third-party
that you and I
repertoire that
As
Nintendo
well as
has.
new difficulty options,
As a Brazilian,
a
I totally
feature to
understand
reduce story events,
soccer's a really
and
boring
more.
sport for me as well as my father. As
Final Fantasy
Isn't that kind of
Tactics,
like
the Ivoli
sacrilege?
series launches on Nintendo Switch
At least I
2
know there are a
and
lot of
Nintendo
Brazilians that
Switch,
really,
September
really
30th.
like football.
Pre-orders begin later today
soccer.
on Nintendo eShop.
Either way, whatever you want to
When
call
the
it.
clock strikes midnight, shadows emerge. and
Like,
the dark
playing
hour
soccer
begins.
Is
Step
fun,
into
but
the shoes of a high school
exhausting.
student who,
You gotta have a
together
lot of
with his
endurance
friends,
to play
awakens
professional
the
soccer,
supernatural
considering
power
how
and
big
persona
the fields are.
Attend class and explore
And the
city
fact that you
during
never
the day
really
as you
stop
forge
running.
bonds with every interaction. Then,
I mean, you're not
battle
full on
through the
sprinting the whole
mysterious
time,
Tower of
but you're like
Tartarus
always
and
moving.
strategically take down
The
rampaging
timer very
shadows at
rarely
night.
stops.
Enter
Wait, which
the
persona
Dark
one is
Hour
this?
and
Which persona is
seal
this? I
your
didn't
fate,
catch it. I was
friend.
thinking about
Persona
football.
3 Reload launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 system October 23rd.
Okay.
Pre-orders begin
Persona
later
3.
today on Nintendo
It does make
eShop.
sense that they would be bringing those remakes over.
Next, please take a look at this.
Okay. Why does this look like... It is! Hyrule Warriors! Age of Imprisonment. As you say, this looks like Hyrule architecture, and it was. 'Tis!
Given an opening,
I'm
he will bear
sacrilege.
his fangs. Until Hyrule itself.
I've never really had much interest in the Hyrule Warriors series because it's very much just a hack and slash. Now, granted, I love both the the mainline games, so maybe I would enjoy these. The both like the storyline of the previous entry. What was it? Not imprisoning. The Age of Imprisonment. Age of Calamity. Hyrule Warriors: Age of
But you sought
Calamity.
it from Hyrule of all places.
It seemed
This is
like the
madness.
story seems interesting. I don't know about the game, the moment-to-moment gameplay. People have a field day with Raru's designing. They have never stopped. They have never stopped with both Rauru and Minoru. Honestly, most of the Zelda characters are like that. But it is weird how consistent people have been weird about Rauru specifically. New Minoru mech? I really like the Minoru mech designs. That's it? You just tease what the new mech is gonna look like? Alright.
We hope you're looking forward to experiencing the canonical events that led to The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom game when it launches this winter.
So
We'll share
it is
more
very
information
interesing
on
to
this
me that
title
they're
in the
making it
future. Let's
canonical.
continue with some more games coming to
Like
Nintendo
that
Switch
Zelda
2.
took part in the imprisoning war.
The realest
The new Madden.
ever, built from
Like I said
Sundays.
before, the sports games are going to show up.
It's game time. Kick off
Patrick
your journey to
Mahomes,
become
my
an
brother would not be
NFL
excited.
legend in the most dynamic Madden game
Like, there's,
yet.
as far as we're aware,
Roll the
there's
field
nothing
with all
wrong
new
with
player traits
Mahomes
and
as a
realistic
person. Like, he seems like a nice enough guy, and he's very talented. It's just the fact that he's
Immerse yourself in authentic team
everywhere.
traditions
If you watch
and
any
strategize playmaking
NFL stuff,
decisions with newly
Patrick
added
Mahomes is
features
everywhere.
to lead your team to
Hey, there's my
victory.
mom's team, the
All
Vikings.
built from real NFL data.
I will say, I do enjoy watching,
Franchise
like,
mode.
professional
Choose from 3 new archetypes
football a
to
lot
begin your
more, because
coaching
to
legacy.
me there seems a lot more
Or
strategy.
become your favorite NFL
Like, it's not
coach,
just
each
unga
with
bunga,
their own
smack your
strategies.
heads against each other.
Customize your
There's a
gameplay
lot
by
of strategy
selecting
and
new
skill that
abilities
goes
each week
into
that offer different
professional
tactical
football.
advantages. Then level them up to fine-tune your plays. Plus, compete on the gridiron in local or online multiplayer. EA Sports Madden
But you can
NFL
only do so
26
much with
touches
the
down on Nintendo Switch
professional
2,
sports games
August
formula.
14th.
It's like,
Pre-orders are
okay,
available now on
the new
Nintendo
roster
eShop.
of professional players. Hooray!
A cozy campfire is calling.
Is this the weird wandering game that
Calling all camping
is from the Untitled
enthusiasts.
Goose Game people?
Build campfires in
No.
this cozy fire building sim. Chop wood. Arrange the pieces.
This is
then
about as
light 'em up.
simple a
If you
game as
don't
you could
fuel
possibly
the flames
create.
properly, they'll fizzle out. To stoke your campfire,
The fire
place
went out.
logs based on the fire's strength. Let enough oxygen flow through and maintain.
Not really a sports
the
person, so I have to say
right
no to
amount
this.
of heat.
Yeah, I've never been
Let
interested in
logs dampen your
sports-based
fire.
games.
Dry them
If
before
a friend of
tossing them
mine
in the
owns
flames.
one
And
and
when you
wants
want
to play with
create an
me,
even bigger fire,
I'm
just
not
blow
likely to
on
say
it.
no,
Sometimes,
just because I
though,
like
a
hanging out
little
with friends,
patience
but
is
like,
all you need.
I have no
So
interest
roast
in
some
purchasing
marshmallows
one.
Or set off fireworks to
2K,
light up the
Madden,
sky.
FIFA, the
You can
annual
also get the
releases
flames
of
going
the
in
professional
rainy
sports
or
games. I'm like,
snowy conditions.
eh,
But try
good.
mastering your campfire making skills
I'll enjoy
first.
watching
With a
NFL
compatible
games
USB
on
camera,
Sundays with my
you can
family.
enjoy each other's company
Other than that,
around
I'm
the
good.
campfire. You might even strike up some interesting conversations.
How is the audio, by the way?
Relax
Is the
and stay a
balance
while.
okay? Do I need to turn myself up, or
By the fire sparks to life
or
on
the
Nintendo
stream
Switch
down?
2.
Are they both
Later
okay?
today.
Is my mic peaking? Because I've definitely noticed that my mic
Fight
has been
battles big and small in these games.
iffy. It's been loud at the very least. Like,
Apex Legends is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
sweet.
Squad up and survive.
I've
19
always
other
thought
teams
Apex
in Battle
Apex would be a
Royale.
fun game to get into, because it's
Or show off your skills in Mixtape. where
it's
you'll
a
take on 3
BR
rotating game
Valorant
modes.
essentially,
Plus, both Battle Royale
where it's a
and Mixtape
a
have
hero
enhanced
shooter,
resolution and smoother
but only
performance.
lightly. It gets a lot
Build your
less
crew and aim for
individualized.
victory
Like you use a lot of the
Apex
same
Legends
weapons.
launches
You
on
just
the
have a couple
Nintendo Switch
different
2
specials
system August
that kind of
5th,
mix up the
along
gameplay.
with a new season, Showdown.
And it being as heavily focused on just general movement seems like it'd be a lot of
Cure a
fun.
witch's illness, her tiny familiar embarks on a grand adventure. With your magical froggy backpack in tow, you can climb, pull, and
No,
even
not
swim
the
to greater
bees!
heights. Explore this vast world and gather ingredients to create a cure.
It
for
seems
your
like they're showing a
enchanting
lot of like
ally.
random
Plus, up to 4 players can journey
cutesy
together
indie games in
online
amongst
co-op.
all the big third-party
Little
stuff that
Mouse's
you typically
magnificent
see.
adventure begins when Hella launches
Which,
on Nintendo Switch
the
2
fact that
next
it's
year.
oh, physical and digital, cool.
Explore a galaxy full of
Yeah,
opportunity.
they're showing like a combination of AAA
Embark on
and
a
some
journey
indie,
across the
which
iconic
makes me
galaxy
hopeful.
Far, far away.
It makes me
The most
hopeful that
open
at the very least, like the
action-adventure
one more
game
thing
taking place between
might
the events
be
of the Empire Strikes Back and Return
Rat.
of the Jedi films.
It's a
You'll take
mouse.
on
There's
the
a
role of
difference.
Kay-Vess,
Mouse,
who, along with
mouse.
her
I almost said
companion
mouses.
Nyx, is
Mice are
fighting for her
cuter.
freedom. Explore distinct
Rats are
locations,
bigger and
both
uglier.
new and familiar.
Unless
As
you're
you fight,
Remy from
steal,
Ratatouille,
and
then he
outwit
basically
your
just
way
looks
through
like a
the
mouse because
galaxy's
he's so
crime
much
syndicates
smaller
and
than
gain
all the other
means to
rats.
Start a new life. Traverse through space by ship on Kay's Trailblazer, or by land on her S-57 Cardinal Speeder, and take on quests that blend stealth and shooting with some puzzle-solving mini-games
Hi,
in
Lando.
between. Embark on high-stakes missions. Engage in dogfights as you travel across the Outer Rim. And
This has
get
never
ready
been a
to
game
live
that
the
I
life
thought
of a
would be
scoundrel when
super interesting to me.
Star Wars Outlaws
Just
launches
'cause
on
I've
Nintendo
kind of-
Switch 2,
Not to say I've
September
burned
4th.
out on Star
Pre-orders
Wars,
are available
but I've
now
kind of burned out on
Nintendo
Star
eShop.
Wars. I really would like to see Andor because I've heard nothing but good
Future.
things about the.
Salvage the past.
Why does that look familiar? Why have I seen that art before?
As an agent of a secret collective, you'll travel between a future plagued by anomalies.
This almost seems like Dead
and a
Space,
past on the verge of collapse to uncover the mysteries
but
of
the
this
helmet is
world.
all weird.
In the future,
Like the over-the-shoulder
dangerous creatures born from the
horror
remnants of
sci-fi
humanity
definitely reminds
prowl
me
the
of Dead
wasteland.
Space.
You'll need to craft ammo and supplies with
Hmm.
limited resources to fend off brutal enemies.
Though the enemies, like,
But don't let
they
your
almost look
guard
like
down after
zombies, like
defeating them.
gross. It almost looks like a combination of Resident
If a
Evil
monster absorbs a
and
fallen enemy, it'll evolve into an even
Eh.
more nightmarish form. So act
Yeah,
quickly
like
to
Resident
dispose of
Evil.
enemies.
Not Silent Hill.
You'll
What's the other
also
one?
come across rifts that allow you to travel back in time by extracting the essences of people you meet in the past. You can strengthen your own abilities. However, there's a price to pay. You'll be haunted by visual and auditory illusions and lose your grip on reality.
Okay, so why would you absorb other people's memories?
What caused
If
the
you're
world to
slowly driving
collapse?
yourself mad by doing so, why would you
And
continue
what's
to do
the
that?
true mission you've been tasked with? Chronos: The New Dawn launches on
Blooper
Nintendo
team.
Switch 2,
Or
September
Bloober?
5th.
Bloober team.
The dragons of the East
Ah,
and West
Yakuza.
clash.
This is such a meme of a series. Like I remember seeing
Kiwami 2 is
oh,
crawling its way
yeah,
onto
yeah,
Nintendo
Yakuza.
Switch 2.
I remember seeing a meme the other day where it was like the subtitle was I'm never skipping a game cutscene again, and it showed like the main character of Yakuza 0 being interrogated, like held at gunpoint, and he's like, he's looking all intense and everything, and then you can see like the skip icon show up in the bottom right, and the player pressed it, and it cuts to all of them sitting in go-karts about to basically do Mario Kart, but in the art style of Yakuza. And it's just like, how do we get from intense negotiations to this?
Enjoy darts, karaoke, and even golf.
Dame, dame,
There's no shortage of
dame,
things to do.
dame, dame, yo. That was just the Spider-Man 2 game explosion.
Two Dragons begins
Going
when
to die.
Yakuza Kiwami 2 launches on Nintendo Switch 2, November 13th.
Mm-hmm.
And Yakuza Kiwami, the story that launched the Epic series, is also launching on Switch.
Why wouldn't
2
you
the
have
same
led with
day,
that? If you're gonna release the second one
improved frame
and the
rates,
first
and
one,
additional language
why wouldn't you
support.
pitch that you're putting them both together?
There are plenty more games heading to Nintendo Switch and Nintendo
Tell us
Switch
about
2.
them.
Let's take a quick look.
Quick look? That sounds like a okay, Borderlands. What was that? Yeah, this is like a sizzle reel. I guess we've been going for a little bit now, and they said it was gonna be like 25 minutes. Wait, this is the one that one with the baby, the telekinetic baby. Yeah, telekinetic baby was the one that showed right after Silk Song in like the sizzle reel in the last direct. But I've not seen any clips of Silk Song yet. So if this is the sizzle reel, oh, I think I remember seeing this one. This one looks like it'd be a fun platformer. Yep, Borderlands. They're showing a lot of stuff in this sizzle reel, so if we don't see Silk Song...
Before we go, we've got 2 more games to show you.
Two more.
Please take a look.
2 more. 2 more, come on. Okay, this is
To pass
decidedly
through that
not.
door is to pass through time. To travel a road spanning centuries.
What's this?
From here, heroes set out on a journey of hope.
This is a strangely normal sounding voice.
Square Enix presents a brand new action RPG brought to life in
Okay.
HD 2D. This is Philabildia, a continent overrun.
That
by
is a
beast
mouthful.
tribes. A spell of safekeeping is all that protects humanity's
Chicken.
sole bastion, the
Chicken.
kingdom of Huther. One fateful day, a set of ruins
Kronos, like the Greek
discovered
god
in the
Kronos.
wilds
Weird
beyond
reference
the
since the
castle
game only
walls.
goes through memories and not real time
An
travel.
adventurer, Elliot,
That is kinda
leaves the
strange.
kingdom to investigate.
Like it implies that there's time travel, but they are
At
just
his
delving into
side
memory,
is a
so that's
fairy
weird.
named Faye.
Square, what are you doing? I don't
Together,
know.
The duo venture beyond the kingdom's protection into the great wide
Like,
world.
why still rely on
During
pixel
your
art
journey,
sprites?
you'll come face to face
Except
with
for
all sorts
nostalgia,
of
I
foes.
guess.
In
It's just
battle,
very strange
study
to
your
have
opponent's moves
more
carefully
realistic,
and find
like 3D
opportunities
modeled
to
environments, and then the
Fight with swords
rotating
for quick
pixel
and
sprites
well-balanced
for all the
strikes.
characters and enemies.
Bows and arrows to target
And
enemies
not
from
have this be a
afar.
remake of a
Chains and
game,
sickles to swing
like a
and pull
HD
enemies
remake of an older
closer
game.
and
This is a
more.
new
There are
game
7 weapon
made by
types in
Square
total,
Enix, a
but that's
AAA
not
developer.
all. You can also strengthen
It just-
your weapons by
I agree, it
equipping
does seem
different
strange.
combinations of magicite. Try out all sorts of variations to find the playstyle that
Prep.
works for you. Your fairy companion, Faye, can also attack. and
Not gonna
pick up
lie,
items.
hope is
You can
dwindling.
control both Elliot
The
and
fact that
Faye
there's only
separately,
one game
or
left,
two
and
players
so
can
far it's
control them
been
at the same
very
time.
much
You'll find that she's very
kinda
helpful
nothing
on your
burgers.
adventure.
It's just like the sports stuff and stuff that we already knew. and then a few
Join
indie
Elliot
games.
and Faye on a grand journey that
Like, I imagine all the
unknown to them
big
will span
games
1,000 years.
that like are coming in holiday will be shown off in September, like at the 40th
The
anniversary.
Adventures of Elliot, the Millennium Tales launches on Nintendo Switch 2 next year. After
Alright.
today's presentation, a debut demo will be available, and there will be an upcoming survey.
I
to
mean, it's
gather
not my
player
cup of tea,
feedback.
but I'm sure someone will have fun with it.
In the beginning, there was nothing. Everything.
Is this just
began
showing what the
with
next...
birth of Orsa, mother of all. She created
Is this
our
the
world,
last game
land
then?
of Orstera.
It's another Octopath. So this is the other game?
Out on your journey.
This is the...
Yes.
It's
Suppose
another...
the time is right. You'll find
Okay, I know a lot of people like I like the first two Octopath Travelers.
You have a death wish?
There were two, right? Hence, this one is Octopath Traveler 0, presumably like a prequel.
Just one more time. Are you going to
Where's Kingdom Hearts? Unless there's a secret. Well, that's what I'm thinking. Well, they said there's only 2 more games, and then they showed 2
Witness a tale of beginnings.
RPGs from Square Enix, and I'm like,
Orstera.
that seems weird to end on. Even though I know a lot of people liked Octopath Traveler, and having a new one.
Octopath Traveler 0 is available on December 4th, 2025.
Please have a one more thing.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase. Thank you for watching.
And hope is crushed. Hope is dead. There is no life worth living. Silksong doesn't exist. It was an enormous psyop. Why would you do this, Nintendo? Or rather, why would you do this, Team Cherry? Team Cherry, you have demos coming out next month and the month after. Where is your game, Team Cherry? It doesn't exist. Kingdom Hearts fans are actually shivering like Hollow Knight fans. I know, because I'm both. Yeah. 2 Square Enix things at the end of the showcase, both pixel art RPGs that will make somebody happy, but not this guy. Thankfully, Deltarune released. Nobody and I are enjoying Deltarune. It's been very interesting. Chapter 1 felt very short. It was only 5 episodes. 5 Let's Play episodes, roughly. Whereas, I mean, I guess it's just Chapter 1. And I shouldn't be comparing it to Undertale, which was like a complete package. Just a much smaller one than Deltarune's full scale. But it did feel really short. And then... Oh, no, this is just other Nintendo stuff that's been announced recently. Or shown off in the past. And then... Next... nothing. I had already said what I was going to say. But Deltarune, it's been very interesting thus far. Yeah, I am as shocked as you are, LB boy. It makes no sense. Team Cherry, what are you doing? You have a demo coming to Gamescom next month. Like, only a couple weeks away. Where is this game? Where is your game? Why is it not here? Are you mad? We know you're mad. Why are you this mad? Silksong's a mass delirium. People wake up. Wake up. Wake up. That's what it feels like. And we didn't see anything for Duskbloods. The new Switch 2 exclusive FromSoft game. I mean, granted, that's coming out next year, so they didn't have to show it. But it does seem strange they had several indie games that nobody's heard of, but they didn't show off any big ones that we wouldn't expect. They just showed off some Ubisoft stuff, some Square Enix stuff, some indie games, and that's basically it. And I guess Hyrule Warriors got a slightly longer trailer, but nothing on Prime. Oh, I guess Prime would be true in-house Nintendo, so that'll probably be at the presumed September 40th anniversary direct. But that's still 2 months away. And we still have no idea when Prime Beyond is coming out. It doesn't make any sense. So much about this doesn't make any sense. You had such an opportunity to sell people on the Switch 2 being worth buying. But all you've shown is stuff that we either already knew or were expecting. There was nothing that like, that? It's very confusing to me. Nintendo's seemingly lack of care with people's investment in their product recently. Like, I've enjoyed the stuff I've played on the Switch 2. By which I mean I've enjoyed DK Bonanza and Mario Kart World. Those two games should not be the only selling point for your console. We have next to nothing else that is of much interest to me. At least until Prime 4 comes out. It's just... I won't cry for a future that never happened, but I will cherish the past with the memories of the friends I made. That's the way of going about it, I would say. Hold on to that. I'm at least happy OG Hollow Knight Hoppin'. It's one of the best, the most played games. Yeah, and Silksong is still on the top of Steam's most wishlisted games charts. Has been for a while. And with the recent Steam DB updates, like updates to the store tags and everything, updates to, what are they called? Like builds that have been updated to Steam. I'm like, surely we'll see something, right? And if we don't see something related to Silksong in the very near future, like leading up to the Gamescom like thing in Germany where they're going to have a playable demo, that's been confirmed by Leth that it'll be a new demo at Gamescom in Germany, there's been no fanfare building up to it. We've heard about it second and third hand. They're doing, like, no promo for it. And that baffles me. Because Silksong is a big deal. Does Team Cherry not realize how big of a deal their game is to the entire world? I'm almost wondering if it's even worthwhile reacting to things anymore. Until, like, Team Cherry themselves drop the release date trailer on their channel, it's almost not worth watching showcases, at least with Silksong in my thumbnails, because it's all clickbait at this point. I need to actually start buying clown makeup, because I just need to permanently come to these things with clown makeup on, because I know that's what it will be. Heck, Jacksepticeye was watching the original Switch 2 Direct, like the first Switch 2 Direct, with a clown wig sitting there for the very reason that he was hoping for Silksong. And then when it started the sizzle reel toward the end of the presentation, he put the wig on because he was like, no Silksong. Then it shows up for that 7 seconds of footage in the sizzle reel at the end of the presentation. And he went, what? What? Because it's such a nonchalant, oh yeah, it's coming out this year. Here's 7 seconds of new footage. Do you not realize what you have? This is a massive seller. And it's just tossed in at the end. Insert the Anakin, you will, won't you, meme. Yes, it's very much like the Anakin and Padme meme of just like, Team Cherry, you will do promo for your game because it's the most wishlisted game on Steam and one of the biggest anticipated games of all time. You will promo it, right? Right? Oh, man. Oh, well. Oh, well is what I feel like I say at the end of every one of these. But there's nothing else to say. It'll happen when it happens if it happens. And until that point, we just carry on. We carry on. So, I guess I'll see you guys later. New episode over on the Dual Delirium channel. Will be going up. It's a new DK Bonanza episode. Comes out in 2 hours. And this one's a lot of fun. I would definitely recommend checking it out. If you haven't seen the Dual Delirium stuff yet, like where I do co-op stuff with Nobody, aka Apkins, it's a lot of fun. So yeah, get a new episode of that coming out in 2 hours, and then tomorrow will be another episode of Mario Galaxy. So if you guys did enjoy being disappointed with me as best you can, do the YouTube stuff down below, pop in the Discord, say hi, leave a comment, check out the co-op channel in the description, and I will certainly see your smiles soon. See ya!